Trying to stay alive, trying to stay alert, trying to stay alive, man. See, it's beautiful outside. You got a chance, man. I don't care if it's hot, man. Get outside, man. Get outside and get active. Basically, as you can see this video playing, I'm going to be melting pounds away as I talk to y'all. So I'm getting like a 2-for-1. I get to come out here, I get to do some good content with you good people, and I get to burn these pounds away. Trying to get down to 240 for my white birthday, man. We got a couple weeks. July 7th. On burn it away, man. We trying to look some type of way, you know. When we on the beach. So, you know, on the beach, man, you want to look like something, man. You want to have your shirt on the whole time. You know, looking like you got a dad bod. Ain't nothing wrong with it if you're confident with it. But anyways, we're going to talk about some stuff today, man. We're going to talk about how you can come down off of your ego high horse. Things that you done built up in your single life that you think that you could carry into your married life that's really not going to help you. So, I'm going to just go through a couple of these things. You know, young man only been married 6 years, but learned a lot. I didn't go to marriage as a 20-year-old. I went in almost 40. So, learned a little bit. I understand why some things need to be a compromise and not a dictatorship. Sometimes in your relationship, it's okay to compromise. It's okay to come down off your high horse and say, okay, I'm not good with finances. Maybe I do need to turn finances over to my wife and my husband. Because I'm just not good with my finances. And until I rein myself in, I'm gonna allow that person to take care of that. And then you had a person that's taking care of that, doing exactly what they said they was gonna do, helping you out, looking out for your best interest. See how that works? That's how a relationship's supposed to work, man. But if in your relationship you don't come down off your personal high horse, what happens is you start having people arguing in the corner about you. And when you start doing that in relationships, you be like, you don't be saying this to nobody else. You be saying it to yourself. Like, man, I fucking won't do what I say, man. Won't do this, won't do this, won't do that. Won't do this, won't do that. And it be like that in relationships. Well, sometimes you just don't understand why your partner not paying attention. You told them something a million times. And then when you broke off the relationship, they say something like, oh man, they should have just said something. Some people tell you through actions. Some people tell you through words. Some of these good women and men, they wrote y'all songs and said, hey, I don't really know how to explain this to you. Let me put it in a song. Hey, how y'all doing out there? But let me use my personal marriage as a way to provide you with some understanding as to how you can compromise, come down off your high horse, save your marriage, and actually not only save your marriage, make your marriage a little bit better. And if you got a relationship, you can use this as a blueprint for when you get into marriage, because marriage is a little bit more different, a lot different actually. And it carries certain rules. It carries certain standards. And people carry like single people stuff into marriage, and marriage is grown people business. Marriage ain't like kid business. Like when you just in a relationship, for me, it doesn't have any, like Judge Judy said, it ain't no such thing as girlfriend's court. There ain't no such thing as boyfriend's court. It's marriage court. So I talk about marriage for people who want to get married or people who aspire to get married in the future. And I say you should make this very clear early on, whether you want to get married or not, because whatever you speak into the universe, that's kind of what you're going to end up with. So if you say, oh, no, I don't think I'm fit for marriage, well, good. God going to give you somebody that's not fit for marriage either. And both of y'all going to be not fit for marriage together. And that's how I be working sometimes. But let me go into my thing. Let me go into my spiel. So, I had a problem with withholding information about my finances within my marriage. And it's not because I was trying to keep money away or not trying to tell my wife about things I had done. It was because I was ashamed because I had made a bad decision on my own. And I'm sitting there on my high horse and I'm like, God damn, dog. And now what the decision that I've made is now gonna flow into her life because it's costing her. And so when I have to finally come on and break the information, like, yeah, I made a bad decision in my finances. I made a bad investment. It cost us a little bit. Let me tell you how much it cost. Might have to, it's gonna cost you a little bit financial wise. And that's the thing, man. We don't complain about this stuff because sometimes she don't make good. She might not. Excuse me. La la la. She might not make a good financial decision or a good decision somewhere, and I gotta extend grace. So she extend grace to me. This is how you come down off your high horse, and this, like, man, it be things that's so little in marriage, but since we've come to a point in life where we've become so petty that we like magnify every little thing. We try to make it big, and when you make this stuff big, you don't control how it come back to you. So now something that was really, really small, you've made it huge because you, in your small life, meaning your single life, you magnify things and make small things big. Like when my wife be watching these housewife shows, it be small issues, and these women be throwing drinks on each other because of, look, so-and-so said something about you, and then it be all mess. But it's some people out here that understand that this stuff is not true, and then there's some people that take this stuff as truth. But you have some people out here that argue with people for no reason, just be arguing in relationships over nothing. I had a friend told me him and his wife on the first day of their marriage after the honeymoon, they was arguing about which way the toilet paper go on the roll. Look, lady, if you care about so much how does toilet paper look on this roll, see me, this is how I handle problems. Oh, you want to be manager over that? You want to be manager over the toilet paper holder? I'm going to put all the toilet paper up. You put it on the roll. That's the thing. That's how I work people off of their high horse. If you want to be manager or micromanager over this thing, I'm going to put you over it. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. My wife didn't learn that about me. If you want to be manager over that, oh, you want to be manager over that? Good. Go over there and be manager over that. Take more pressure off me. Less things I got to go do. Some women like to be micromanagers. Some women are very good at multitasking. So they'll take a bunch of tasks off of you. Because in the marriage, this is how you got to like push. Sometimes you're going to have to work a little bit harder than your mate. And your mate sometimes going to have to work a little bit harder than you. It's a lot of give and take in relationship, man. But if we come down off our high horse, and have a human moment. Like I was telling y'all about my finances, man. All through my life, when I had struggles in finances, or sometimes a business would go flop or whatnot, it would always be a point where I'd be ashamed to tell the person I was dating about what done happened. And that's like a high horse in itself, because you hold it. When really the person that, if you tell them, sometimes these people can help you. But like sometimes, being a man, it comes with a certain level of pride and ego, and you be holding stuff, and sometimes you be struggling, and you really need to like speak out and tell somebody really what's going on. But instead of telling somebody what's going on, you keep it on, solve it on your own, because that's what we try to do is, man, we try to solve things on our own, but that's not the case. Sometimes you need to learn how to express certain things, and sometimes you need to just express certain things because it needs to be had. Coming down off your pride and ego high horse of being a man. It's hard out here, but sometimes you got to tell your mate you done messed up with the finances. Sometimes she just saved up a little bit of money. She can help you out. You never know. You never know how somebody can help you, man. But if somebody love you, man, they're going to make an attempt to help you. And when you get back on your feet, you should reward them people for helping you out in that time. That's another thing coming up off your high horse, man, showing appreciation. There's some people that really suck their necks out for you, and you didn't show appreciation. Appreciation in a relationship is a lot. Women, they know they want appreciation. They come into the relationship, we want appreciation off rip. Men don't necessarily care about appreciation, but it's warranted when somebody, that done something for you. Like my wife is extremely thoughtful with appreciation and gifts and stuff like that. But I noticed that some men don't get the certain level of appreciation that I get in relationships. Appreciation is a certain level of a high horse thing where you could appreciate them, but you keep it to yourself. It's a pride and ego thing. It'll cost you something. It's going to cost you some planning, might cost you some money, some time. But to show appreciation to somebody that in a sense, men don't really get a lot of attention or whatnot. But when you show attention to a man, he'll go hard for you. Show appreciation to a man, he'll go hard for you. But it's a lost act out here today because a lot of people don't show appreciation. Or they only show appreciation their level away and they don't get really better at showing appreciation to somebody. Whew. Hey man, it's hot outside. But anyways, these are just things, man. When you in relationships, man, you can come off your high horse, man. It'll stop all these little petty arguments. It's a lot of petty arguments that happen in relationships, man. Some men need to learn how to cook, and some men need to learn how to maintain a household. You can help out your woman a little bit by maintaining the house just a little bit, You take a couple things off her hands, man. I'm telling you, some things about your relationship will get a little bit better. Little by little, taking a couple things off her hands will get your life a little bit better. Just saying. And women, taking a certain level of things off of your man's hands so he can go out and work real hard for you is essential. And if you come into relationships and you have children of your own, you need to get them children in line with the man's plan. You shouldn't be dating no man without a plan, first off. But secondly, you need to get them children in line with that man's plan as well. Because if his plan is successful, everybody in the house wins. And it's a form of high horse where sometimes in relationships, the man and the children be on different accords because of the person sitting in the middle that control it all. So we need to all become better managers, man. Get off of our high horse, have more understanding in relationships, and get better at becoming more of a one. I be seeing people going in relationship and they be 1+1. In relationships, you one. It ain't no 1+1. It's one. You one whole person. When the person go out and humiliate you and be up in crazy old stuff, and now you that person, wife or husband, you get to bear that expense as well, because that's your wife or husband. They're attached to you. Y'all one person. One of y'all mess up, it look like both of y'all. So what I'm saying is, if we getting on one accord, man, we're going to have to come down off our man high horses. Men have their things where we can come down off our high, and there's women that can come down off their high horse on certain things. And we can have more unity in our marriages and relationships. It's not going to make sense until it makes sense. But when it makes sense, I'm guaranteeing you it's going to make a whole bunch of relationships and marriages a lot better.